Just got done at the dentist. I had went last in like October or November of 2019 for like my first checkup in a couple of years. I'm sometimes bad about making appointments. And when I was there, they said I had to get 2 cavities filled and my cleaning. But before I got my cleaning done, I had to get a gingivitis scale because my gums had inflammation. So I kind of put it off, and then my kids were going to the dentist and they had a lot of work getting done, so it just kept getting pushed back for me to go. And now it's middle of May and I finally went because COVID happened and then we weren't able to go anywhere. So I went, and I do just want to comment like how my experience was at my dentist office, because I think some people might be concerned or a little bit nervous about going to the dentist, considering you're going to a place where your mouth is open and could potentially put you at risk. And if I talk funny, my lips are still numb. It's getting better, but they're still a little numb. And so when I got there, I had my mask on, and the girl took my information. Before, we would always have to like sign on a piece of paper, so we didn't have to do that. She just took care of everything right there. She did take my temperature as soon as I got there, and it was 98.2. And she asked me a series of questions about, if I've been around anyone who has COVID or is being tested for COVID or suspected of it. And it sounded like a liability waiver thing too, just saying like, obviously they're not liable if I get it because I'm taking the risk going there. So I thought that was good. No stress there. There was only 2 other people in the waiting room, and we all sat more than 6 feet apart from each other. And then when we went in, the whole office, the whole place smelled very clean, very disinfected. So they obviously are doing a really good job cleaning. There was only one other patient that was in the back area where I was, and that was in a separate room. Everyone had a mask on, everyone had PPE on, the gowns. Everything was really clean, really sterile feeling. I actually felt weird when I had to take my own mask off, just because I'm like, oh, I'm like the weird one here that doesn't have the mask on because I need my mouth open. But it was fine. And then when it came time for the dentist to come and start working on filling my cavities, he had one of those plastic face shields over, as well as like a little cap on his head, mask over his mouth, and the face shield, and completely with the gown. So I felt very good as far as, it's getting hot in my car. I felt really good as far as feeling protected and safe, and that they took all the precautions to make sure that it was clean, and there was going to be no transmission of any type of disease or whatever. I felt really good about it. My gingivitis scale, which I had to get done before my cleaning, it was supposed to be on June 2nd, but the girl that does that, said, go, let's do it today. And she did that. And so she took this tool and like scraped all around my gums, like really deep, and it kind of hurt a little bit. Actually, that was more painful than getting the actual fillings. So take care of your teeth and get your cleanings done regularly, and do your flossing and do all that stuff so you don't have to go through painful gingivitis scale. I had a 4mm pocket, which was the deepest one that she found. But overall, all the potential gingivitis is reversible, so long as I take care of it and continue to take care of it. And I should, because my parents spent a lot of money on braces on my teeth when I was preteen, teenager, and they're not straight anymore because I failed to wear my retainer. So this is your PSA. If you had braces, wear your retainer and go to the dentist regularly and get your cleanings and all that good stuff, because sometimes it hurts and it's uncomfortable, but I did it and it's fine. And my teeth look really good. They look a lot whiter, and I had some weird spots on my teeth that aren't there now, so it's really nice. So I'm gonna go back in a couple of weeks to get my normal cleaning that you would typically do on a typical cleaning visit, and I'll be on my 6-month schedule, and I'll have nice pretty teeth. But they look good. A little crooked, but so am I. Dentist during COVID is fine. I felt good about it. I feel comfortable doing that again. So if you go to a dentist and they don't have all those nice precautions, and if you don't feel good walking into it, then maybe you shouldn't go. But I felt good about this place, so props to them.